All right, cadets, if you are one of the people that got smoked and struggled with pulling the dummy during the obstacle course, I'm going to show you 3 exercises to help the strengthening portion of building up to be able to handle that dummy a lot easier, to shave some seconds off your time and get you to the obstacle course more efficiently and a lot stronger to be able to push through and burn out through the end. All right, the first one is a goblet squat. So you want to get a dumbbell. I like to say, try to start with a dumbbell. If you're really new to this and you've never done this exercise before, a good place to start is starting with a dumbbell that is 1/4 of your body weight. And we're going to do 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. You want your feet about shoulder width apart or so. And we're going to grab the dumbbell off the floor. And again, when we're picking anything up off the floor, especially like the dummy, we want to make sure we squat down and not bend down, burning out our lower back to be able to pick up the dumbbell. All right, so once we pick it up, we're gonna keep our elbows down, hold the dumbbell somewhere between our nose and the bottom of our throat or neck, squat down to parallel and come straight back up. So we wanna hold here. Make sure you're keeping your chest up. You don't need to squat, butt the calves. But you do want to get a nice, good range of motion. All right, exercise 2 is a Romanian deadlift. It's a deadlift variation, and it's really going to help to build up your hamstrings and your glute muscles, as well as your erectors, which are part of your lower back muscles, to help you as you're trying to harness and drive that dummy backwards. This is going to help build up what's called your posterior chain, strengthen that, stabilize that, and give you more pulling power so that you can drive your legs faster. So, general rule for starting weight with this is basically if you're under 200 pounds, male or female, a good place to start are 15 to 30 pound dumbbells. And if you're above 200 pounds, start with dumbbells that are 25 to 50 pounds. Again, you always want to start lighter. You can always work your way up in that individual set scheme or week over week, trying to build up strength. So 1 dumbbell for each hand. Again, feet shoulder width apart. And big proponent of this exercise is making sure we're hinging at the hips, which means that we want to act like we have a rope around our hips and we're being pulled back by that rope, keeping our back as straight and erect as possible. We don't want to be looking up to impinge our neck. We want to keep our neck as neutral as possible, or better yet, think about having your chin down and looking straight ahead in front of you, not looking straight down or up, but looking straight out in front of you, anywhere from 2 to 5 feet. So we don't want to squat down, and we don't want completely straight leg. That's a stiff leg deadlift. So we want relatively stiff legs, but not completely stiff, with a little bit of bend. And we want to hinge at the hips and then come back straight up erect. All right, so I'm gonna show you from the front and from the side. Again, we're here, neck neutral. We want to bring our hands all the way down to our shins, maybe right above our toes, and then back up. And you do want to stand all the way back up at the top. Don't cut the reps off right here or right here. Stand all the way up at the top to get the full repetition. All right, cadets, last exercise are farmer carries. So again, it's probably a good place to start out is whatever you use for your last set or your highest weight for RDLs is a good place to probably start for farmer's carries. So basically, you're gonna pick up the dumbbells, you're gonna hold them down to your side. You wanna have good posture, so pulling the shoulder blades back and down. You want chest up, shoulder blades back. You want to lock those arms fully out, and you're just going to walk. And you want to walk anywhere from 30 to 80 feet down and back for each set, and doing 3 rounds of that. And for the RDLs, I'm sorry, I also forgot to mention, the rep scheme of that is the same as the goblet squats, of doing 10 to 15 reps, 3 sets, about 45 to 90 seconds in between each set. For the farmer's carries, you don't want to run, but you do want to walk as briskly or as fast as possible down and back in a controlled manner. This is going to help build up your hand, forearm, shoulder, and core strength as you're, again, hoisting that dummy. Most people are picking up the dummy from the bottom underneath the armpits or pulling the straps. Either way, you do need that upper body strength as well as your posterior chain and the quad drive to be able to get it up, hold it close to your chest, and drive it backwards as fast as possible. So farmer's carry will be a great third addition to this exercise set to be able to help strengthen you for this exercise of pulling the dumbbell. Again, you just want to hold the dumbbells here. Good posture.